Resets in a marathon. Unbelievable. That was it, yep. 40 seconds, baby.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, so trying again. Super Mario Kart All Cups. Now, as I was trying to say before about boosting, if you release a boost in an off-road portion, you actually don't lose speed, and I just missed it right there. I blame the reset. To actually build up a boost, you have to be turning while holding the R button for about 1 second. It's a certain number of frames. And typically, you can only do that on big hairpin turns, but we have a way of tricking the game into thinking you're actually turning by zigzagging really quick. Like, if you drop the zigzag for a frame, you actually will lose the boost. Yeah. And yes, I am playing on two-player mode, and there is a reason for that, which I probably will eventually get to as I stumble through a little bit of commentary during this run. Donut Plains 1 is the next course, and this is the first chance where I can miss a zoom start. Now, the reason why it's really the first chance for a missed zoom start is because the first race of each cup, when you start in 7th place, you have about a 13 frame window to hit the zoom start, versus when you start in first, you only have about a 7 or 8 frame window. I missed an item. Helpful items that we're always looking for: feathers and mushrooms. On Donut Plains courses, you actually can't get feathers. It's about a 1 in 10 or 1 in 12 chance to actually get a helpful item when you're running in first. It's a little higher chance when you're back farther, but hopefully I won't be in any place other than first. This mushroom won't do much for me. There is actually a cool little trick that you can do on the Donut Plains courses to jump the walls using the mushroom. Hopefully on the later courses I can pull that off. All right, Ghost Valley 1 for the next course. Always got to take the platform jump. Hopefully I'll hit it all 5 laps. All right, sweet. Pretty good course there. All right, so playing two-player, there's several reasons why we run this category on two-player mode, and this course kind of demonstrates one of those reasons. The obstacles on the courses are cut in half, so where there's 2 thwomps in each of these spots, normally that's 4 on one player. Also, a couple other reasons: you have 1 fewer computer player to troll you. A lot of times, like when you're trying to turn, they'll just dart off straight towards you a lot of times and bump into you and completely screw up your speed. Another reason, and the reason why I choose Bowser, is, well, Bowser and DK are the fastest characters. But Bowser's the item that he throws at you. It's got one of the biggest hitboxes on the game, and it moves around. And then Toad, he throws the mini mushroom at you, which if you hit that, it's an automatic like 8 to 10 second time loss. And then also for 2 players, for the first 3 tracks and somewhat on the 4th track of each cup, it actually saves time in between this screen and the victory screen. I'm giving up at a very specific spot right after the victory music plays. And that actually saves about 5 seconds per course. Oops, that was not meant to happen. I wanted to lay that down like that. The Mario Kart world calls that a shelfie. Alright, so Mushroom Cup done. Any donations, this would be a great time to read them between cups, because we actually have to watch the victory animation. Flower Cup. In practice this morning, this one was pretty much a disaster. might be a little early. First miss zoom start. So among a few Mario Kart players, we have a little thing that we do on any of these runs. Anytime you miss a zoom start, you have to do 10 push-ups, and it all adds up towards the end of the run. So maybe I'll get to do that on camera. Come on, DK.
All right, and you said right now works for donations?
Sure.
Between cups? All right, we got a $10 donation from Anonymous saying, "Go Dan H." And remember, 10 push-ups per missed Zoom, so I hope you get them all. Gritty.
Right. Now it's guaranteed that I have to do it. All right, next course, Bowser Castle 2. This is the longest course on the game. Probably one of the more technical, more difficult ones, too. That's 20. There is a pretty cool shortcut to do on the last lap if I get a feather. And I have accomplished it once out of about 35 tries or so. And I will go for it if I do actually get a feather. Wow, that was close. Ah, darn, couldn't avoid those. All right, so little funny story about this course. Me and a friend of mine from Brazil were doing commentary online for some historic matches from the Super Mario Kart Championships that are held every year in Europe. This year it's being held in the Netherlands, and it's actually only like 10 days from now it starts. You can watch that on Twitch TV/FFSMK. French Federation of Super Mario Kart is what that stands for. So we were doing commentary, and he asked me about this course. If Bowser Castle 2 was a fish, what kind of fish would it be? And there was about 5 good long sequence of awkward pause. And I finally said, well, since it's the biggest course, it must be a whale shark. So that was the whale shark of Super Mario Kart right there. Also, if you're interested in not just speedrunning all cups, but competing in Super Mario Kart or any Mario Kart in general, time trials, the main page is mariokart64.com. The Super Mario Kart page is mariokart64.com/smk. I've been a part of that community for since 2006, I think. So 12 years now. And actually that website was started up by a guy from the UK named Sami Chetan back in like 1999 or so. All the best Mario Kart players are on that website, at least the time trial guys. I think the highest rank I ever climbed to on that site was 20th back in 2008, and I've been pretty much retired since then. That was kind of a benchmark that I wanted to hit for myself, and it's like after I accomplished that, then I just kind of was done. I did have an opportunity to go to the Mario Kart Championships in France 3 years ago, where I placed 23rd out of about 60 people. Unfortunately, they always play on the PAL version versus the NTSC, which is a completely different game. Very different handling, turning angles. I'm not going to get into it. There's too much. But yeah, PAL is kind of the hard version of this game versus the nice Japanese or North American version. All right, Koopa Beach 1 has some interesting technique that I'll try to explain as I go. So water sliding. In this light water, if you start a power slide and slide through the entire thing, you actually don't lose any speed. And there I just did a combo of a boost and a water slide, so that's the optimal way to take this. But both methods are actually very usable, very fast. I had to kill the boost there to avoid that dark water. Alright, the next 3 courses are kind of the bane of my existence for speedrunning all cups. Choco Island 2, Vanilla Lake 1, and Bowser Castle 3. I mean, Vanilla Lake and Choco Island aren't too difficult, but I just struggle on them, and I kind of just try to survive. This has a couple of interesting little shortcuts if I get either a mushroom or a feather. But so far my item luck hasn't been all that great. That green shell could be a problem there. And the driving on ice is, well, it's exactly how you would expect ice physics to be in a typical video game. And then the snow acts just like water on the Koopa beaches, where you can slide through it and not lose speed. But mostly I'm just trying to make my way through this course. That was actually pretty neat that Red Shell went after DK and he jumped it twice as I was going through the victory scene. Alright, my most hated course on the game. And it's starting off great. Oh my. Oh jeez. I'm getting trolled hard. Alright, well, this could get interesting. Big shortcut there. That gets me out of the way of all the computers. So excellent. I got my first helpful item there. And actually hitting those yellow jump bars, that slows you down quite a bit. But since I already did a concrete drown, I'm just gonna take it easy and hop over and go over these and hit them, every single one of them. Get out of here. Well, even with such a headache on that one, that feather kind of salvaged it.
Is this an okay time for a donation?
This is a great time.
We have $10 from Scout B, who says 10 push-ups for any missed Zoom start. Reminding you once again.
Yeah, I got 20 so far. Now 30. That's like just perfect timing.
I was about to say, great timing.
I am gonna hear about this from my buddy KVD, SMK Machine on Twitch. He's one of the best players of this game on the planet. He's #1 in both PAL and NTSC time trials. And I think he's second for all cups speedrun. But I always kind of ridicule him for missing Zoom starts. And he's the one that's always doing push-ups, so I'm never going to hear the end of this. And I still have 5 to go. Somewhere. Overall, this course is pretty boring. There's no like major shortcuts that you can do with any helpful items. So glad that it's over. Get the resident sleepers out in chat, but now we're done. All right, on to Special Cup. Probably it leads off with Donut Plains 3, what is probably widely considered the toughest course on the game. I've actually started to grow to like it, but it can go south in a hurry. And then, of course, the final one on Special Cup is the very famous Rainbow Road. Probably the MK64 Rainbow Road is more iconic, and everyone says the music on that game, the Rainbow Road, that game is so great, but music on the Super Nintendo version is way better, in my opinion. Oh my, that could be a problem. We're really praying for a mushroom on this. Because I can use a mushroom, fire it at water, and then actually gain enough lift to hop over walls, which saves about 8 to 10 seconds. Oh, here we go. I will do it either next lap or the last lap. I'll do it the next lap. Hopefully I pull it off. There we go. Small amount of speed loss, but that's okay. Oh my god. That's the mini mushroom from Princess. Which would have, if I would have hit that, that would negate all the time I just gained. Koopa Beach 2 next. Another one where I just kind of try to survive. This is another one of my disliked courses. Good slide boost. I love doing that. Just clip dark water there. Alright, Ghost Valley 3 is next. Taking the platform jump again like Ghost Valley 1, and it's actually the easiest platform jump on the game. And the last time I said that during a run, I was 13 seconds ahead of PB and wound up missing it like 3 out of the 5 times. And I went from 13 seconds or 12 seconds ahead, whatever, to 15 seconds behind. And I mean, I always have to say that too, because at AGDQ 2016, when this game in this category was run, I got to do the commentary, and I said that, and first lap, KVD fails the platform jump. And if you go and find that on YouTube, it is highly recommended viewing, greatest race ever in GDQ history. Something like 13/10 of a second separated the two of them. All right, clean. That's what I can hope for.
How about a donation?
Go for it.
We have $27 from Joe Reinreb,
Hey,
who
Joe.
says, "Hey Dan, miss more Zoom starts for charity, buddy. Good luck with the rest of the run, and here's hoping for more plumes."
A plume on Rainbow Road would be really nice. Well, one course early doesn't help too much here. Ooh, DK almost sniped me there. All right. So a plume, a feather on Rainbow Road. On the last lap, you can actually jump all the way across the track and just clip the finish line as you fall. It's actually a pretty neat little trick. Can also be done with a mushroom, but I'm not good enough to pull that off. There are very few people in the world that are good enough to do that. All right, so 30 is the grand total.
SMK Machine just said he'll donate $50 upon Rainbow Road feather finish.
All right.
No pressure. That would also push us over 1,500, just saying.
Sweet. Well, at that GDQ run I was talking about earlier, I offered 500 for a feather finish and a grand for the mushroom finish. But it didn't happen.
Actually, we just hit 1,500 anyway. The original Xbox donated $28. No comment, but thank you very much. He's been donating throughout this marathon.
Yeah, that's a name I've heard quite a bit. Ah, DK.
Yeah, $1,500 for charity. Get hype. Let's go.
Try to avoid lap traffic here. Already got bumped once. Ooh. I actually hit the brake and time is gonna happen when I cross the finish line now. All right, that was about 34:13, I think I saw.
Definitely was not ready on time, my bad.
I should have warned you earlier.
Oh,
But
good.
That,
Oh, good.
That's actually a PB.
Hey, let's go.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for coming. Great run.
All right, sweet.
And yeah, like I said, over $1,500 for charity. I think we can go higher. Let's keep pushing.
Six, seven, eight, nine, 30.
All right, next up we have Velociraptor playing Dragon Warrior 3, so stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back.